Hey, welcome back to EasedEdge. In the last video, we talked about creating a customer, creating your first customer in your software. What we're going to go over real quick here is creating a reseller. Again, cabinet shops, contractors, Home Depot, big box stores. Those are all resellers. They're going to have multiple jobs under their name, under their account, and you want to be able to track that in a particular way. So let's create a reseller. Same thing as creating a new customer. We're going to go to the little plus sign at the top of the page on the left, and we'll go down to reseller. So we're going to create a new reseller. Sometimes what we have when we're going after a particular reseller, maybe we haven't sold them yet, we put their status as pending. So we haven't sold them yet. They're not on our side. They're not in our team yet, so they're just pending. In this case, we're going to make an active reseller. So I'm going to select active and put in the name. Let's put in Far Side Cabinets. I just came up with that name because the first letter I happened to hit was an F. Oh, maybe that is a legit name though. Who knows? This is where we select the default pricing category. And we've set up in this demo version of the software 3 different price categories. We're going to call this, since it's a cabinet shop, wholesale. So they're going to get a little better than retail price, and it's automatically going to pull over that wholesale pricing every time we do an estimate for them, estimate and invoice. Same thing as a customer. We're going to put in some general information, phone number, email. Let's put in the email, john@yahoo.com. We'll throw in just a random address there. Hopefully it's not a real one. And then we can add a billing address. Sometimes if you work for a chain of stores like flooring stores, they'll have a billing address that is one billing address, but they'll have multiple store addresses. So in this case, we're going to put in a billing address, or we could, I won't, because I won't bore you with my typing. We could put in a billing address to make sure all the bills go to that one store. Customer type, this is a cabinet maker, and this would be wholesale. Salesperson is going to be George Washington. They're going to like that. Sales location, Timbuktu. Lead source for referral. We'll call it referral and save. So now I've got a new reseller, and the way you'll see this pop up, their job file or customer file, if you will, is going to look a little bit different than a regular customer file, because you're going to have under these icons, you're going to have a little people icon, and this is going to show all of their jobs that they've completed or have in queue. So pretty cool. You can go to a reseller's customer file and see the jobs they have. You can sort them by what status they're in, that sort of thing. And you can get to a particular job from this area here if it's under a particular reseller, under this reseller, Far Side Cabinets. So we just created a reseller job file. Pretty simple. A lot of the activity that you'll put in this particular file, because it's a reseller file, will pertain directly to the reseller, not necessarily to a particular job. So you can put in a task here that's something like, and assign it to the salesperson that says update their sample tower. It's not really attached to a job. It's attached to the reseller, the individual. Same with the activity. If that reseller called and says, hey, your pricing stinks, we need to get you down 10% or whatever, your salesperson would put that activity in here, and it's attached again to the reseller, not to a particular job. Notes, if you have particular notes on a reseller, for instance, they don't want any of their jobs sealed. They sell a sealer to their customers. You can have reseller notes in here in the reseller file, and the payment terms, you put in the payment terms, whether it's net 15, net 30, and you can have notes in here as well. Let's actually go ahead and we'll put these guys, just for the heck of it, we'll put them at net 0. Since those are my favorite terms. And then, boom, we've got a reseller. Now when you go create a customer, it's going to ask you at the top, you have the option of selecting that reseller to be the reseller. So Far Side Cabinets becomes the reseller on this job. It's going to pull over data that is particular to that reseller, and it's going to log this customer as Far Side Cabinets job. Hopefully that makes sense. We'll catch you on the next video. Congratulations, you just made your first reseller.